Sonny Colunga knows what it takes to combat crime and make our neighborhoods safer. He's a proven law enforcement leader who has spent 41 plus years committed to that singular goal.
I met Sonny in 1989, a year after he moved to Fort Bend County and went to work for the Rosenberg Police Department, where we both served in law enforcement together. He has served at every facet of law enforcement. He has commanded almost, if not every unit or division in a sheriff's office organization. He can identify with every officer serving in every unit within that sheriff's office. Sonny and I raised our son Cregan in Fort Bend County. He watched both of us through the years in law enforcement. That made him himself also want to be in law enforcement, and he is a law enforcement leader today.
Since the day that I was born, I've been nothing but proud of my dad, Sonny Colunga. But I've never been more proud when the day came for him to pin my badge on my chest. It is because of him, his leadership and mentorship in me, that has made me the person and the police officer that I am today.
His experience level from South Texas all the way to Fort Bend County in law enforcement, even through and including his service for the country in Iraq, Afghanistan. It has made him the well-rounded individual that he is, because he's done a little bit of everything. The first thing out of his mouth when he hears of something happening, especially if it's some sort of a tragedy or if it's some sort of an unfortunate situation that may have happened to a family, the first thing Sonny Colunga wants to do and to find out is what can he do to take care of this, to help. He is that servant that we all think that we want to be. Well, Sonny lives that every day.
He's one of the best police officers I've ever known in my 35-year career. He's got more honor, integrity than most men that I know. He always does the right thing even when it's not popular. There was an officer that we worked with, and they had an extra job. They worked together every week. This officer became ill and was not able to work. He worked this man's extra job 2 days a week, every week, for 2 years, and gave him the money every week. Now, I don't know a lot of men that would make that kind of sacrifice for another officer, but that's the kind of guy Sonny is. The guy was in need, he needed help, he needed the financial help, and he gave up two days a week for 2 years to help this officer. To me, that speaks volumes about his character.
I'm proud to call Sonny Colunga a friend of mine. I've known him both personally and professionally for over 2 decades. Sonny is a man of faith. Sonny has proven himself over the years as a dedicated professional with the utmost of integrity. Sonny's roots run deep in Fort Bend County. He's lived here his whole life. His family is from here. His children and his grandchildren live here. He's worked the majority of his adult life in Fort Bend County.
Sonny Colunga is the most qualified candidate for this position. Sonny Colunga has been the lieutenant for the Rosenberg Police Department for over a decade. He has been a captain for the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office for over a decade. He's also been the chief deputy for the Harris County Precinct 1 Constable's Office for over a decade. He's the most qualified candidate, and he's one that I know that will lead this county in the right direction.
I worked with Sonny back in Iraq for a couple of years. During the war in Iraq, many things happened that took place actually and shaped the course of history. I remember the last time that we worked together, he was given training and I was translating to him that a rocket hit by the building and it was like by the wall. And I remember his face, he was really calm, and how he guided and escorted the people out peacefully, safely. So I learned a lot from him. I learned how to be calm in these kind of situations. I learned how to be a leader, how to guide the people, how to talk to them in these kind of situations they are going through. From my personal experience, I believe Sonny Colunga would be the best candidate for Fort Bend Sheriff's Department.
When you choose Sonny Colunga, you're choosing the right person. Make the right decision for you, for your family, and for your community. Please go out and vote and support Sonny Colunga for Sheriff, Fort Bend County.
There is no question that Sonny is the most qualified to be the next sheriff of Fort Bend County.
If you elect Sonny Colunga for sheriff, the future of Fort Bend County policing will never be the same.
If you vote for him and elect him sheriff, he'll be the hardest working sheriff Fort Bend County has ever had.
I assure you, my dad, Sonny Colunga, is the best candidate for sheriff of Fort Bend County. And when he wins, he will bring you a safer community and a better quality of life.